Hello. Welcome to the stream. How is everyone doing today? I hope everyone is having a lovely Thursday. Welcome, lovelies. Are you ready for the trial? Is everyone ready for the trial? I am ready for the trial. I know this is going to be a long one. I know who the murderer is. I think we all know. Bell. Excuse me. But I would feel like it's going to be a long one because he will try to, you know, pull his tricks up his sleeve, out of his sleeve. So, but we will beat him. We will beat him. You freaking watch. I think we can do this. So let's get straight to it. Bow, bow, bow. The trial. Let's go. Singing in the rain, now I'm feeling no pain. Do 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 do. Me not knowing the words, but an absolute banger. April 19th, 9:30 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Court is now in session. All rise. Court is back in session for the trial of Damien Tenma. That's our defendant. He was accused of murdering the mayor of the Nine Fox Vale. Apollo Justice, defense team leader is ready, Your Honor. Athena Sykes, assistant defender is ready too, Your Honor. Je suis prêt. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. I apologize in advance for butchering other languages because Athena traveled Europe. She will say things in any language in Europe. French, Italian, Spanish. I think she speaks in Spanish sometimes as well. So I'm very sorry if I butcher anything. As chipper as ever I see, and in French no less. And the prosecution? Oh, we hate him. We hate him. Very well then. By the way, I asked Detective Fulbright to provide sturdier shackles today. There will be no more of your funny business this time, Prosecutor Blackwell. Yeah. Magpie. Now your opening statement, if you would. I believe it's standard procedure for the prosecution to handle it. Looks like the judge is really bringing it in today. Damn right he is, as he should. He probably realized how Blackwell played him. That was one mean game of Simon Says. Yeah, His Honor has to fight to defend his honor today. Your boldness. Fuck off! Oh, is he poking his eye again? It's plain to see that you've always dreamed of delivering an epic opening statement. I have? I don't know if I'd say that. Why, of course you have. I saw it in your eyes the last time you gave the opening statement. Why? Okay, we played, you know, different Ace Attorney games, okay? Okay, 2. This is the 3rd one. We played with Phoenix Wright. We played with I've forgotten the defendant. I forgot a defense attorney's name in Ace Attorney Chronicles, but Phoenix Wright's ancestor in Victorian times, and now we play Apollo Justice. All of them have prosecutors that does their job. Even Francesca von Karma does her job of doing opening statements and respects the judge. Not Blackwell. He rubs me the wrong way. He's getting under my skin, and he very much pisses me off. That was the look of one who yearns deeply for the thrill of an epic opening statement. For decades now, you have been watching opening statements from your bench. They were the crown jewels of the court, the one thing you could not possess. The crown jewels of the court? Now, at long last, they are within your grasp. Oh, you know why this trial is going to take forever? It's not Bell What's-His-Face, it's this fucking asshole. Now, at long last, they are within your grasp. How could you possibly refuse? It's been 4 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, and we still haven't got an opening statement. Oh, so you don't mind if I do it then? I'll make a special exception, just this once. Here we go again. Yep, more of Black Quill's mind games. Mind games about a fucking opening statement that is going to be said by anyone regardless. What the fuck is he on? Well, in that case, I think I might go ahead and make the opening statement myself. Well, somebody has to, Judge, because for some reason, this magpie head ain't gonna do it himself. In yesterday's session, we learned the shocking truth that the victim, Alderman Rex QB, was the Amazing Ninetales. We also learned that the Amazing Ninetales was a key figure in the Yokai craze and anti-merger protests. It was further revealed that upon learning QB's secret identity, Mayor Damien Tenma murdered him. The fact that the crime took place in a tightly locked room was also brought to light, and the only people in that tightly locked room were the defendant and the victim. The defense proposed the existence of a hypothetical third party, but further investigation revealed no proof of a third party who had escaped the room. Ergo, we must conclude that the evidence against the defendant is, well, conclusive. Did I say something wrong? That was quite astonishing. You've truly outdone yourself this time. One more thing to boast about to my grandchild. Oh, this is not an unexpected turn of events. No. But it is rather annoying. Now then, it seems the prosecution has called a new witness to testify. The inexplicable yokai evidence left at the scene of the crime. Well, does that not demand some sort of explanation? The feathers and tracks, weren't those left by the mayor while he was possessed? That was but an act to protect his daughter. Oh, yes, of course. I had suspected as much. Wait, did he actually believe the mayor's award-winning performance? Oh, we're talking about the mayor. His daughter was the one who planted the yokai evidence. Ergo, the true identity of the yokai in the manor was the manor's maid, Jinxie Tenma, the defendant's daughter.
Objection!
Objection, yes! The prosecution is engaging in mere conjecture. Hello, Hilbert! Hello, lovely. Welcome to the stream. We just started the trial. Well, the second trial. The second trial of... I want to say the 6th case, but it's like the second case of the second game of Apollo Justice. Welcome, lovely. How are you doing today? Would you care for some witness testimony then? Yeah, let's just get straight to it. I'm actually kind of getting sick of your face now, Black Quill. For I am ready to prove that the little scamp is the one behind the Tenma Tower farce. Witness testimony? I'll bet he means Filch and that creep LaBelle. LaBelle. Very well then. Bailiff, would you bring in the first witness? I've not played this in a long time. I'm really enjoying Ace Attorney. I have not played Ace Attorney when it came out for Nintendo. So you can get like all the not all of the Ace Attorney games. So I've played Phoenix Wright, I've played Ace Attorney Chronicles, and now this is Apollo Justice. And I've just recently bought Miles Edgeworth Investigations. So we're playing the whole shebang. Mr. Filch, you made quite the hasty exit yesterday. See that it doesn't happen again today.
I've been known for my hasty retreats since I was a kid. A bit of a trademark of mine.
Indeed. You managed to give a total of 5 bailiffs the slip. I wouldn't count that as a boast.
Like those amateurs could ever nab me. Oops!
Perhaps we should shackle you by the neck. That would keep you in place.
Yips! No, please, I'm liable to rip my own head off if I start running.
Your statement, now.
Yes, sir. Mr. Blackhead, sir.
It may be a hasty retreat, but there's no escaping Prosecutor Blackquill. Yeah, Blackquill doesn't strike me as the give-up easy type. Now then, Mr. Filch, your testimony, please. Specifically the true nature of the yokai you saw in the manor shortly after the crime. Yes. The voices add to it. Well, I try. I just do random voices I think see fit. I feel like they change at every stream.
Tenma Tower's really that little maid gal. Ain't no doubt about it. I mean the Tenma Tower I saw was just a little thing about her size. But the little runt had a big old staff. I seen her when she came into the foyer. Betcha she stole it from the forbidden chamber after stumbling on the crime scene. She was gonna use it to wall up me on account of my fierce reputation. I just know it.
So Tenma Taro was short in stature, and that's because it was Miss Jinxie Tenma all along?
You betcha. Besides, all the rest in the manor were way taller than her.
Feigning height is but an easy thing. But a big ox like the defendant could never pass for short. What if the Tenma Taro impersonator was walking on their knees?
Weren't no knee walking. I seen it myself.
Then perhaps that yokai really was Miss Tenma after all. No. LaBelle is tall. No, he's definitely tall, if I remember rightly. As I like to call him, Ollie London. All monsters are naught but tricks, either of the mind or the cheap parlour variety. So you say she created an illusion like one of those magical eye things? What magical eye things? She created an illusion like one of those magical eye things. What magical eye things? Am I missing something? Precisely. Human senses are easily deceived. Take the fellow in the cell next to me. Each night he cries and screams about some ghost he thinks he sees. But in truth, it was simply the janitor. Okay. I think that's more to do with the cellmate next door, my dude. I don't think that's the same thing. Oh, Prosecutor Blackquill just gave up the ghost, literally. The janitor's deathly complexion or white attire are, no doubt, partially to blame. That and the fact that he constantly mutters about taking vengeance for this and that. Oh, but then nothing major then. That actually sounds like a real ghost to me. That could just be anyone in prison. The defense may now cross-examine the witness. Oh, okay. The fact he thinks that... You're short! Jinxie's taller than you! Why can't it be you? Okay.
Tenma Taro's really that little maid girl. No doubt about it.
Hold it! Mr. Filch, you and Mr. LaBelle mentioned something about a practice yesterday. I thought they did, but what was it? Oh, they were... I think LaBelle was trying to get Mr. Filch to believe in some sort of story so that they have the exact same story. Do you deny this so-called lesson was about what you were supposed to say in court?
No, you got it all wrong!
Then could you tell the court exactly what sort of lesson it was?
Oh, it was. What was it again? Yeah, so now I remember math, numbers and stuff.
Numbers and stuff? Numbers and stuff. He's completely under Black Quill's control, too. Everyone is under Black Quill's control.
Anyway, that Tenma Tower was that little May gal, so what's the difference? I mean, the Tenma Tower I saw was just a little thing about her size.
Hold it!
I take it you got a good look at how tall the Tenma Tower impersonator was. Yeah, he did fly by you. He fly by the foyer.
Yeah, you betcha. I got a habit of sizing people up.
I see what you did there.
I could even give you a primer on how to pull it off, all under the table, Natch. I got a knack for figuring out where people's pockets are and how much money they have. I size them real good before I relieve...
That's not... Yeah! That's what I was thinking. I was like, wait a second. You just admitted to stealing things from people's pocket in the middle of court. Does the witness hold that this Tenma Tower entered the foyer?
Darn right I do.
Is that one from London? Based on the way he's dressed, and I'm just going by the voice based on how the text is written. I'm gonna say yes. Sounds like he's on EastEnders. He looks like it too, doesn't he? Look at him.
But the little one had a big old staff. I seen it when she came into the foyer.
I don't know if I'm doing EastEnders correctly. I never watch EastEnders. But I have heard, I have heard how EastEnders speak.
Betcha she stole it from the Forbidden Chamber after stumbling on the crime scene.
If you watch Mary Poppins, the chimney sweeper that Dick Van Dyke played. Would you classify him as an EastEnder? Or like living in London? I think he is. Got a little bit of Mary Poppins. The chimney sweeper. Who's played by Dick Van Dyke, who is 100 this year, by the way. Happy 100th birthday to Dick Van Dyke. Absolutely. We love the man. We love him. Was born in London and he's 100. Yes. Okay, so that definitely does make sense. Yeah, the chimney sweeper. Let me have a look. The chimney sweeper from Mary Poppins. I meant the character, but if Dick Van Dyke was born in London, then yeah. What's his name? Bert! There we go, Bert. I... Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chee. Do 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 do. I also remember him from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I loved the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang when I was a child. Where was I? Okay, yeah. But no, he's dressed up like Bert from Mary Poppins. I love that film.
Betcha she stole it from the Forbidden Chamber after stumbling on the crime scene. Hold it!
I suppose you mean to say that Jinxie Tenma entered the Forbidden Chamber to get one.
Well, I ain't never seen a staff like that in the banner. So it had to be the Forbidden Chamber.
She would know how... No. I mean, she would, but she wouldn't have the key. So it had to be the forbidden chamber. Oh, really? The stench of LaBelle is thick in the air today.
Jinxie entered the forbidden chamber after the incident. Then she took the staff and tried to cover up her actions by pretending to be Tenma Taro. I guess that's what Filch is trying to say.
Could Jinxie have even entered the forbidden chamber if she wanted to? No. Didn't her dad swallow the key? There is one thing I was wondering about. Why did that yokai have a staff in the first place?
Yeah, well, I've got my hunches about that.
She wasn't gonna use it to wallop me on account of my fierce reputation. I just know it. Okay, well, that's a contradiction. You have no reputation, Filch. No one respects you. Look at you. Wallop you. And why would the so-called yokai want to do that? Yeah, why would a yokai, of all yokais, would care about you? To give you a wallop?
That little maid girl never did like me.
Well, no one likes you. What makes her so special?
She always hightails it when I come round, or she sticks these weird papers on my noggin.
Maybe because you steal shit. Just lucky she puts a paper on your noggin and not her fist. She probably thinks of him as the dreaded tanuki monster of QB Manor or something. Well, he's also an arse, but that too.
We need to prove that Jinxie isn't Tenma Taro, but I've no idea how we're going to do that.
All we have to do is prove that it was impossible for Jinxie to turn into Tenma Taro, and that might be easier than you think.
Really?
Now's our chance. Our chance to expose the real Tenma Taro for all to see. Do we have any evidence? I mean... do we show them that? The key that the mayor took from the killer and swallowed. There's only one of its kind. So it's either this or that. And then there's this. A figure discovered inside the Tenma Taro statue. Okay, there's 3 things. Oh, are we showing this because he looks like Filch? Let's save this first. Oh, gee. Before we present anything. I think that's important. Always save, something I never do. Especially in fucking Baldur's Gate. Alright, let's have a look. It's just a little thing about her size. Oh, we are showing the statue. So it's just a little thing about her size. Oh, which one do I pick? Ah, I think it might be this one. I think we're showing this.
Objection!
No? Well, he's unhappy. I've no patience for you. Okay. After stumbling on the crime scene. How do we contradict this? He has no... Oh, well, actually, he's a contradiction in himself. Yeah.
But the little one had a big old staff.
I saw it was just a little thing about her size. What do you mean about your size? Excuse me. Timothy's really, that ain't no doubt about it. Well, we're doubting, so, but I don't know how to doubt you. There's something. Let's have a look. Cause of death, stats. Okay, well, no, there's nothing like that. Like implement that jingle. She couldn't call for help because there was no one else in the hall. This sheep definitely deserves more views. Oh, bless you, lovely. Bless you. The key that the mayor took from the killer and swallowed. There's only one of its kind. There's gotta be something. Hang on, do we have the staff? No, we don't. The staff is somewhere else. I fled towards the foyer. Okay, no, that's correct. That is correct. Bet she stole it from the Forbidden Chamber after stumbling on the crime scene. Ooh. It must be this.
Objection!
Yes! That took a bit of thinking. It would seem that Tenma Taro was, in fact, not this innocent little girl.
Ah, how you figure that?
You claim the Tenma Taro you saw had one of those staves from the Forbidden Chamber. So the way that Filch's dialogue is written is similar to that Noodles guy from, you know, the case that involves the hospital and the mafia, I believe. And for some reason, when it's like that kind of dialogue, it just makes me just want to speak like an Eastender. I don't know. It seems very odd. I'm not an Eastender. I never grew up in Eastender. In east side of London. I'm not all tough. You claim the Tenma Tower you saw had one of those staves from the Forbidden Chamber. But it would have been impossible for Miss Tenma to get a hold of one. Care to elaborate, Mr. Justice? The mayor swallowed this key shortly after the murder. He wanted to keep the killer out of the Forbidden Chamber. What's this? Yeah, I'm still confused. How we got the key out though? I don't want to know. Drago, hello, lovely. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Happy Thursday. I do love the game. I'm shit at it, but I very much enjoy the game. I do love all these Ace Attorney games. Ace Attorney games. I love I don't know which was my favorite. I think my favorite is Ace Attorney Chronicles. I think. I don't know why. I just do. It's Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes make the game, and deducing Sherlock Holmes deductions is one of my favorite mini games. I absolutely love it. How about you? What's your favorite trilogy of Ace Attorney games? I played Phoenix Wright. I played Ace Attorney Chronicles. And now we're playing some Apollo Justice. And I recently bought Miles Edgeworth. So we're doing all the Ace Attorneys. All of the Ace Attorneys. You were born near London? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. What part in London? I mean, technically I was born near London. I was born in, like... the town I grew up in, I call it like in the butt crack between Hertfordshire and Essex, but it's like commutable to London. It's commutable to Tottenham Hale and London Liverpool Street. But yeah, playing through the fourth case of the first Great Ace Attorney. Oh, the Phoenix Wright one. Nice. Very, very nice. You're going to enjoy it. Yeah, wait, have you played Ace Attorney before? Like when it was in Nintendo? Because I haven't. I first played Ace Attorney when I heard you can get it from Steam. That sounds like Epping or Harlow. Ooh, close. It's quite funny because it's in Hertfordshire, but it's closer to Essex. It's very odd. You're born in Kent. Nice. That's what my dad grew up in. I played all games on order besides the two great Ace Attorney games. Oh, that is Phoenix Wright, right? The first ever Ace Attorney games. Oh yeah, I did not read that. I am so sorry. You've beaten every Ace Attorney game. Yeah, I really need to check out Layton, Professor Layton, right? I've been told that if I like Ace Attorney, I would definitely love Professor Layton, and that there's a crossover. Don't know if the crossover is available in Steam yet, but I'll definitely look into it. Defo. Yes, those are my favorite. Oh, the Victorian one where you meet Sherlock Holmes. Oh yes, those are my favorite. It's the one where it was set around the time where Japan and England were becoming alliances. Yep. Oh, I very much enjoyed those games. They were great. They were great. This is probably just a me thing. This is probably quite biased, but I feel like this is going to sound really, really odd. The murder cases were how to make this not sound weird. I don't think I could ever sound weird. I find the murder cases in the Victorian times more interesting, and the way how they handle cases in Victorian times are very interesting, more than modern. Maybe I should look into like watching like murder mysteries set in Victorian times. I'm very surprised actually, because if it's set in Victorian times, well, I suppose it would be very, very gruesome now that you think about it. Jack the Ripper, yeah. I'm surprised the Great Ace Attorney did not cover Jack the Ripper, but I suppose it's too gruesome. I'm still surprised that Has Been Hotel mentioned Jack the Ripper. I was very, very surprised. But I would never guess that Sir Pentious was an EastEnder. Like, not at all. Wait, Whitechapel is in the east of London, right? I'm trying to think. I know Jack the Ripper murders happened in Whitechapel, but I don't know if it's in the east of London. I'm really going off topic. Maybe I should stop talking, otherwise I'll just dig myself a rabbit hole. The only way to legally play the crossover is on the 3DS, and since the eShop isn't active in the game or my physical copy for $1,000. Shit. $1,000. That is insane. I'll see if I can. Professor Layton is Capcom, right? It must be. I think I might wait until it comes out on Steam. Eastern Nippo. Thank you. Yes. Yes, Whitechapel is in East End. I went to Whitechapel actually. I think it was in Whitechapel, but I didn't explore much in Whitechapel because I went there for my friend's harp gig in a church. I can't remember what the church is called, but it got bombed in World War II. And my friend had a harp concert there, and it was very gothic and it was very, very lovely. Yes, yeah, a lot of amazing things in London, but I would not live there. Too expensive. What's this? Yes, let's talk about the time where the mayor swallowed a key, and we're still trying to figure. And can I just sit here and figure out how we got this key in the evidence? If he swallowed it. Did he shit it out? Especially since he was unconscious. This key was deep in the mayor's stomach when Miss Tenma discovered the crime scene. But how did we get it, Apollo? How did we get the key? So you see, it would have been impossible for her to get into the forbidden chamber. But how was it possible to get the key from the mayor's stomach? We didn't surgically remove it. I don't think he could shit it out. He was unconscious. How did we get the one-of-a-kind key? And why did we handle it if he did shit it out? St. Mary Magdalene Church? Maybe. Maybe. Danny DeVito. Oh, is he supposed... Oh, is Mr. Filch supposed to be Danny DeVito? I made him sound like a London East Ender when I do the funny voices. I don't think Danny DeVito is an East Ender. When I was the only time I remember... when I first heard of Danny DeVito, this is going to sound really, really awful, is when he dresses up as a stripper for Phoebe's hen do in Friends. That's the first time I've seen Danny DeVito. That's awful. God damn it. It's so confusing. I'm a little confused. Just a little bit. But then again, I'm always confused with these cases. It's famous. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. It would make a lot of sense if that church is famous. In short, the Tenma Taro seen holding that staff could not have been Jinxie Tenma. Yeah! Ugh! Yeah, take that, magpie hair. What? Then who does the defense believe was impersonating Tenma Taro? A Tenma Taro impersonator is none other than Mayor's aide. Ew. Why you have your bird's feather in your mouth? I hate you even more. Such accusations beg evidence. Aside from his ghastly appearance, can you prove he is the yokai we seek? You call Mr. Filch Danny DeVito. I call the bell Ollie London. Yes, in fact, I can. Yes. Very well, let's see where the defense is going with this. Mr. Justice, please show us proof as to the true identity of the Tenma Taro impersonator. Oh, yes. It is this Je suis la belle. Oh, yeah, his product that he advertises but never sells. Shit marketing. Little piece of crap. We found this hand cream in the Forbidden Chamber. And we know that whoever was Tenma Taro took one of the staves out of there in short. And La Belle is not short. In short, I believe whoever this hand cream belongs to is the yokai impersonator we're looking for. Oh, But Mr. Justice, how do you propose to identify the hand cream's owner? I'm glad you asked, Your Honor. The defense requests a fingerprint analysis on this piece of evidence. Yeah. Yeah. It might tell us who it belongs. Oh God, where's my slippers? My feet are cold. Who it belongs to. Oh, this should be fucking easy. Interesting. So you expect to find a yokai's prints there? Very well. I hereby call a short recess while we wait for the fingerprint results. That was quick. No need for that, your boldness. We have the prints of everyone at the manor that day. Why? You called the prosecutor Blackwell? Could anyone be more whipped? Does people pair Blackwell and Fulbright up? Because I can fucking see it. I can see it. Fulbright, analyze this footprints. You have 3 minutes. Your wish is my command. Very well then. I guess we'll just wait right here. It would seem the fingerprint analysis is complete. What do the results show? What in the world? Yeah, take that, magpie head. Fuck you. They're Florent Labelle's prints, aren't they? This is absurd. Prosecutor Blackwell? I'm not going to like this, am I? Well, we never liked him anyway, so it's fine. Don't tell me. They're Tenma Taro's prints? What? Wait, how does that... Now I'm confused. Surely to understand who the princes are, you would have people's fingerprints on the database, right? So how could you... What? What? Tenma Taro will not be in the database. How does that work? Fingerprint analysis has revealed that the prints belong to... Come on. Come on. Florence Labelle. Phineas Filch. Eh?
Objection!
What? Wait. What? 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 Yeah. What? I think I prefer Tenma Taro prints. What? Then Mr. Labelle wasn't the one who entered the Forbidden Chamber?
Objection!
Why, you tricksy little tanuki? Explain yourself now.
Sure. The damn prints are mine. I mean, I did pilfer that hand cream from Mr. Labelle after all. So you're the one who entered the Forbidden Chamber? So what if I did? I got a problem with it. Yipes!
You fool of a tanuki. He's an absolute... He went in the... How? Order! Mr. Justice, care to explain what this could mean? No, I don't know what this means. Excellent question. The fact that Mr. Filch was in the Forbidden Chamber is, well... Oh! Wait a second. The statue! Does this mean the Tenma Taro holding that staff was Phineas Filch? Yipes! Another cat on the bug! Mr. Filch is Tenma Taro? I don't understand. Does this mean Mr. Filch is the real killer? The witness will explain himself this instant. Begging your pardon, your ownership, but I was just doing what the alderman told me. He wanted me to be Tenma Taro in the village exorcism ritual. Wait, what? Oh, you mean that event at the Nine Tails Vale Festival? Oh my god, I remembered. I forgot about the festival. So that was you inside the Tenma Taro costume? Yeah, and after the event, I went to watch that pro wrestling program. But it bored me to tears on account of the wrestlers being complete jobbers. Complete jobbers. So he didn't actually watch the entire wrestling match. He probably fell asleep. That's when I looked at the Tenma Taro costume and got a great idea. Nobody can tell it's me while I'm wearing it. And cause of them superstitions, no matter what I do, the villagers won't say a word. In other words, you use the superstitions to effectively render yourself invisible. He took that book of superstitions off of me. I remember. This is all coming back. Oh, this fucking ass. Why did you want to enter the Forbidden Chamber in the first place? Because of the treasure there. Thought that was my big chance to sneak on in that bit. Treasure? Only that it's the greatest get-rich quick chance in the universe. Grandpappy told me all about it. Said there's an amazing treasure in there. He went in there not knowing his grandfather had already pilfered it. Guess that's one tale that didn't get passed down from grandpappy to grandson. But at least there's one thing Filch did inherit from his grandpappy. Lying. Wait, how exactly did you get into the Forbidden Chamber? There was a meeting in the Fox Chamber that day. Plus, the mayor swallowed the only key that could open the Forbidden Chamber's door. Still would like to know how you got that key, my dude. You couldn't have possibly gotten in. I could through the air vent in the foyer. The vents left on the alderman's picture. I did not notice that. Holy heck. I went on in and made a nice little hole. Used that to get into the air duct that leads to the Forbidden Chamber, I did. You what? We know that there was an air vent in the Forbidden Chamber, but we do not know where that leads to. But how's that even possible? Wait a sec. Remember that air vent in the Forbidden Chamber? Yeah, right there. Oh, God. So Mr. Filch found a way to get into that air duct. And that's how he got from the foyer vent to the Forbidden Chamber vent. I can't believe this. So Tenma Taro was nothing more than a cat burglar. Or rather, a tanuki burglar. And we're back to being without anyone to charge for the alderman's murder. Looks like our so-called yokai is nothing more than one big troublemaker. Tell me, Mr. Filch, what did you do after fleeing to the foyer? I got out of the costume right quick. Would have just caused trouble at that point. And where is that costume now? Heck if I know. And it ain't my fault if you never find it. The police searched every nook and cranny. No yokai costume was left in that manor. What if it was tossed outside the manor? The feathers and the trap. Oh! The newspaper caught the yokai fly. He just threw it out the window. And the newspaper thinks he's Tenma Taro just flying. This stupid fucking case. No way! But just maybe. The defense seems to have hit upon an idea. Well, go on, Mr. Justice. Yeah, you're too easy to read, Apollo Justice. Maybe as a defense lawyer, you should control that. Get that poker face on. He would be so terrible at poker. Okay, here's what I think. Mr. Filch, did you get rid of the costume here? Hi, Charlotte. Welcome, lovely. How you doing? So we must have... The open window!
Take that!
Did you toss it out the window? Because that would certainly explain why it didn't turn up inside the manor. You think I tossed it out the window? That costume cost me a pretty penny. So why would I go do something like that? I can think of a few reasons. Any bright ideas, Apollo? Well, assuming the costume really was tossed out from the window, then the next question would be, what happened to it after that? And if I'm right, I might have just the thing to prove what happened to the costume. Phineas Filch. I have just the evidence for you. Every time I think of Phineas, I think of Phineas and Ferb. So I'm just thinking, wait, Phineas and Filch? Oh no, wait, Phineas and Ferb. Yado? This evidence proves you got rid of your Tenma Taro costume through the window. I mean, yeah. I'm gonna save this just in case I get this wrong. All right, let's...
Take that!
Ah, that... Tenma Tower fly through the sky. And just how does that prove Mr. Filch threw his costume out the window? It's quite simple. That's not Tenma Tower in the photo. It's a costume Mr. Filch threw out. Oh, that's crazy talk. You ain't serious, are ya? There's a steep cliff right outside the foyer window. That's what I was thinking, meaning the manor is pretty high up. The costume flew through the air after it was tossed out. That's when the photo was taken. In other words, the photo of Tenma Taro really was a flight of fancy. I mean, that's terrible wording, Apollo, but sure. You've been given a great mark of shame today. Oh, shit. May I ask what happened? What? Yikes! Black Quill looks like he's in immense pain, and I love it. Oh my, so there really never was a yokai. Oh, I can't keep any of them cats back. Can I still file a claim for the lost costume? Is that really what the Filch? You could... Filch. You could be... Filch. You could be, you know, accused of murder here, and you're wondering if you're going to get a claim for your fucking goddamn costume. Costume that is probably rusty. Oh no, it's not rusty and dusty. It's not from the Forbidden Chamber. Still though, this more than proves the defense's position. Jinxie Tenma had nothing to do with staging the yokai sighting. She just thinks she's seeing yokai everywhere. Care to raise any objections, Prosecutor Blackquill? Oh, he's not in pain anymore. None whatsoever. Okay, that's good. He's still got the goddamn fucking bird feather in his lips. I'll deal with that Trixie Tanuki after I've dealt with this case. I've been working 10 years at Walmart. Oh, wow. That's a really long time. And also very hard work as well. Retail work is just... I know what retail work is like. It's freaking awful. So immense applause for handling 10 years of retail. We did it. We haven't finished yet, Apollo. Get going. Now all we have to do is make Florent Lebel take the stand.
Objection.
He's poking his eye again. Sheathing the sword a bit earlier. He not? Huh? I knew he's gonna last this. Nothing has been proven beyond a doubt. Take this tricksy little tanuki, for instance. How do you suppose he was able to exit the forbidden chamber? Probably the same way he got through the chamber's air vent. No. No, there was black feathers and markings on the floor. He got out of the door. Okay. Okay, we can do this. What of the feathers and tracks at the scene of the crime? See, Apollo, I seem to be remembering this case more than you, and I can't remember shit. They would suggest that the tanuki exited through the chamber door, not the air vent.
Objection.
But the forbidden chamber doesn't open from the inside, so what you're saying makes no sense. Right? Someone on the outside opened the door for you, isn't that right?
Yep, that's right, Mr. Blackjack. And the door suddenly sprung right open.
Speaking of Sherlock Holmes, there's another stream playing it. Oh my god, they're playing Great Ace Attorney Chronicles? You're gonna have to let me know how they're doing. They better like Sherlock Holmes. That's a thing. They better like Sherlock Holmes.
Hold it.
Hold it! Sprung right open. Who was on the other side? I didn't get a good look on account of the sudden glare. Glare for... like how the reflection from my head blinds fellow moviegoers emerging from the dark. That's when I snatched that staff and made my daring escape. No, it's the game. Oh, Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. Oh, I think my fiance played that. I think we played that together, actually. I've noticed that, you know, they give you like a list of blurred options when you're trying to figure out about what the witness is saying, or you try to like connect the dots to like body languages and investigate based on like stains of their clothes and how they look and things like that. Well, you can actually tell what the list of blurred observations are based on the size of the words and the options. You can clearly tell they didn't mask the observations that well. I've been alive much longer than I've been working, and I don't a celebration for that either. I'm so sorry, Charla. I'm really sorry. Here's the thing, though. And I do generally believe this. I don't think retail cares about their own workers. Which really, really sucks, because 10 years working in anything is like amazing, especially nowadays. So yeah, you do deserve a celebration. Maybe even just a raise. A raise would be so good. But unfortunately, retail. I don't know what Walmart is like. It's probably like Tesco's for... It's like US version of Tesco's, maybe. I don't know. And I worked in Tesco's. Tesco's does not give a flying fuck about their workers. And I'm sure it's the same for Walmart. I'm sorry. That sounds really horrible to say, but yeah. I hate retail. Retail sucks. But it's still commendable for 10 years though. That's really incredible. Walmart owned. Oh, there you go then. Asda. Walmart is Asda. Or Asda is Walmart. Vice versa. And I worked in Tesco many years ago. Same, Hilbert. Same. I used to work in Express and then transfer to the Superstore. I love the Express. Hate the Superstore. But then again, they were in different locations as well. So, but yeah, I hated working in Tesco's. Tesco's is the devil. I got shouted at. I got flirted on. Got filmed on. As well. We did have like a couple of guys came in and film us workers, and we were just standing there like lemons. No idea what to do. What else is there? What else is there? Oh, I get blamed on, especially in the Superstore, quite a lot. Had my holidays fucked over. That was fun. Clearly booked for a holiday. They think I was coming in, and they did not tell. And for another holiday, they did not tell me that the holiday for me was booked in. I had to come in anyway, and that's when they told me, "Oh, sorry, you're not supposed to come in today. Your holiday was booked." I was like, "Well, no one fucking told me." A bit of both. So I did not like working in Tesco's Express because it's awful. But people I worked with there and in Chesterfield, it was all right. It was a nice area, and it's fine. And then moved to Tesco's is still Tesco's. They still don't care about the workers. But the Superstore, I fucking hate. But at the same time, it wasn't their fault because it was during COVID. But again, Tesco's does not give a shit about their workers. No matter where you go. Chesterfield, I really love Chesterfield. The people there were really, really nice. But the Superstore in the town I grew up in, ugh. Neither does McDonald's. Yeah, I heard horror stories about McDonald's. And KFC. Just any retail. It sucks. You never catch me working in retail again. And I grew up with parents who worked in retail themselves. Like my mom used to work in Peacocks. Oh, they had fucked her over so hard. So hard. And guess what she got out of it? Redundancy. Nope. That was that. It's awful. That's when I snatched that stuff and made my daring escape. And then that little maid gal spotted me as I hightailed it down the hall. That means the Forbidden Chamber wasn't opened until after the crime was discovered. Where did KFC for 3 months too? Oh god, I feel so off. I'm so sorry, Hilbert. 3 months sounds like a long time to work in KFC. After the crime was discovered. But wait. We still don't know who opened it. I kind of do, but okay. Maybe there really was a third person in the Fox chamber.
Objection!
Objection! Sorry, I've been talking too much. I should stop. Well, you little tanuki, when the forbidden chamber opened, did you see the accused passed out there?
No. Only one there was an alderman, and he was dead as a doornail.
If the accused wasn't there, what do you suppose he was up to? Uh-oh, I don't know where this is going. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, because he had the key in his stomach. Don't tell me. Plainly, the only one who could have opened the forbidden chamber was the accused Damien Tenma.
Ah! Hold it! Wait a second! There had to be somebody else besides Mayor Tenma there.
Really? And who might that be?
Oh, well, that would be...
Objection!
Ah. It seems our feisty little lass has forgotten the most important thing. Evidence.
Take that evidence and shove it... Ah! I didn't forget. I was just testing your attention to details.
Miss Sykes, you can't prove your point without proof of some sort. It's a proven fact.
Sorry. Guess I put my foot in my mouth again.
No, Athena, we're definitely onto something here.
We are?
Think about it. If Filch was stuck inside the forbidden chamber, one of the alibis we heard would no longer hold any water. The defense would like to call a new witness to the stand. Someone who knew Mr. Filch was stuck in the forbidden chamber, and by virtue of knowing this, has an alibi that no longer adds up. Not that insufferable. Very well, the court will hear what Mr. Justice has to say. Whose alibi no longer adds up? Has to be you.
Take that!
It's gotta be you. Why, that's the defendant's aide, Florent LaBelle. Oh, look. Ollie London. Didn't he claim to be in the foyer at the time of the crime? True, but in his alibi, he also claimed Mr. Filch was in the foyer too. It's bad enough, but you've never seen the kitchens in a KFC. No. I never want to eat in KFC again. Oh. Oh dear. I guess fast does mean fast in fast food. Must be you a little too fast in cleaning and miss everything. If they ever cleaned at all. However, as we all know now, Mr. Filch was not there with Mr. LaBelle at that time. In short, Mr. LaBelle's alibi has disappeared. Florent LaBelle's alibi was one big lie. Isn't that right, Mr. Filch?
I reckon there ain't no keeping that cat in the bag here either.
Shut up about your cat in the bag and just tell the truth for once in your goddamn life.
It was all Mr. LaBelle's idea. He told me he'll button his lip about me breaking into the forbidden chamber. And in return, he said we'd vouch for each other's alibi.
Shame on you, Mr. Filch. Perjury is a serious crime, you know. Yeah, but so is pickpocketing, and you don't seem to give a one tit about that. Ah, shucks, Mercy. You want to shoot Mercy? Yeah, attack it, little bird. Whatever his name is. What's his name? I also assert that the person who opened the forbidden chamber for Mr. Filch was none other than Florent LaBelle. After all, his alibi has just been proven to be a complete fabrication. I see. We will take a 20-minute recess, after which time we will see what Mr. LaBelle has to say for himself. Yes! We're finally going to drag that slippery snake onto the stand. In the meantime, the prosecution will question Mr. LaBelle about these new allegations. April 19th, 10:25 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby. Number 3.
We did it, Apollo! We finally dragged Mr. LaBelle into the court.
Yeah.
Hey, why the long face?
I can't help but feel I'm missing something important. Plus, Prosecutor Blackwell's bound to mount a counterattack.
You really are a worrywart, aren't you? It'll be fine. That mystery figure who opened the forbidden chamber for Mr. Filch had to have been Florent LaBelle. I know, but that's not what's bugging me. I wish I could put my finger on it, though. At any rate, the big showdown with Mr. LaBelle is up next, so chin up, Apollo. Like, how did we get the key? We still haven't gotten to the bottom of it. You get it? Because that's what most likely the key came out of. That he swallowed the giant one-of-a-kind key. How would he shit it out? How big is the key? Also, how did he swallow it? He must have a big throat. Okay, well, no, never mind. The big showdown with Mr. LaBelle is up next, so chin up, Apollo. District Court, courtroom number 4. Ah! Court is back in session. Our next witness is the Joker, apparently. Why is he dressed as the Joker? Your joke, dick. You don't have to shit it out, you just have to horf it back up. But he was unconscious. Or close to unconsciousness. Would he have the energy to do any of that? Would he have any energy to throw up or shit it out? I suppose when you're unconscious, you don't... I suppose when you're on the brink of unconsciousness, you don't really think about that sort of thing, do you? Yes, I'm acting on behalf of the mayor in this very important matter. It seems the witness is predisposed at the moment. It seems the witness is off to find Batman at the moment. Surely you jest. I believe you mean surely you're the Joker. I will hold you to your promise, remember that. How is he getting so many calls? What is going on? Oh, my deepest apologies. This is Florent LaBelle, personal aide to Mayor Tinmouth, or should I say the accused. Still fucking annoys me the way he fiddles that goddamn flower. I don't know why it really bothers me so much. Maybe I just hate the guy. Ouch, like the poor mayor hasn't suffered enough. Yeah, to have him as a personal aide. Well, what business do you have with me? Just a question. Dyeing that hair green, is that intentional? I'm a very busy man, so let's make this as brief as possible. Nothing wrong with green hair. I have friends who knows how to rock up a green hair. That does not suit him. And with the purple suit, again, looks like Joker. Why? Oh, here's Batman. He's not amused. Your boldness. Oh, right. Mr. Filch's testimony has revealed a hole in your alibi. And for this reason, you are suspected of having some sort of connection with the case at hand. I don't think I'd be associated with this entirely lurid affair. Well, I'm not, so may I go now? I have very important matters to attend to. This is the court!
Objection!
I don't think so, Mr. LaBelle. Do you realize what a serious crime you've committed? Witness, you are being accused of perjury. This is your chance to clear the air. We're kind of accusing him of murder as well, but whatever. Fine, the truth is I faked my alibi for a very good reason. The mayor was obviously the killer, so I created a fake alibi to confuse the matter. You see, as his personal aide, I felt I had to protect him. Sorry. You think this is funny? Without your alibi, you're a suspect too. What were you really doing at the time of the crime? Peasant.
Objection!
Yeah, objection! Stop stalling and tell the court what you were really doing at the time of the crime.
Silence.
Enough jabbering. Swords have been drawn. The time for talk is past. Swords? What swords? This is a duel to the death. The fate of the accused rests in our hands. Begone, you of cowardly heart! The battlefield hath no place for ye. Did he break his shackles again? Oh my. Spare me, please! His shackles have been broken! So much for sturdier shackles. Not again! Those chains hindered my vow that heads would roll this day. This gives keeping your head on in court a whole new meaning. Will the witness please deliver the accused's death knell? You know of what I speak. Most certainly. His goose is already cooked. Time to stick a fork in him. Whatever he has to say can't be good. As I told Prosecutor Blackwell during the recess, I rushed right over to the fox chamber when I heard little Jinxie scream. What? Oh. I can feel myself. Ooh. Being sick. Saying that in that voice. Ew. Then, drumroll please. I saw Mayor Taylor opening the forbidden chamber doors. But there you have it. The mystery man who opened the chamber door, as witnessed by one Phineas Filch. It was the accused. There was never any third party. Oh, and that's not all. I heard something quite startling there at the scene of the crime. Startling sounds bad. Yep. The mayor, who was barely conscious, muttered this. Forgive me, Jinxie. I killed the alderman. He did say that. That's right, the mayor actually confessed to the murder right then and there. It's that fucking summer. You see that? You see that? Order in the court. This is quite conclusive testimony if it stands. Just so. And quite astonishing, I might add. Only learned of this fact during the recess. Oh, sorry. I just love surprises, don't you? That's why I saved the best for last, considering a gift from me to you. No way. I don't believe Mr. LaBelle heard the mayor confess. But is this really true? Did Mayor Tenma really confess? It is indeed. During that last recess, I confirmed it with the mayor's daughter. It would seem Mayor Tenma actually did confess. Yes, Jinxie said it. Jinxie said it. That testimony is quite favourable to the prosecutions. I'm pretty sure you're not allowed phones in the courtroom. But whatever. This is LaBelle. Yes, I called earlier about the party reservations. That's right, and I'll be calling my little shindig Mayor Tenma's Conviction Gala. A splendid time is guaranteed for all but the mayor and his defense. I'm pretty sure you're not allowed phones in the courtroom. You're not allowed to talk about the court case until it's closed. I'm pretty sure. This, just take him to jail. Can't we just take him to jail? Well, as it seems, our witness is a very busy man. Let's get right to his testimony. I don't know what he's busy with. Mr. LaBelle, please tell us what you saw when you came upon the scene of the crime. Here we go. I was in the hallway, hiding in the shadows. That's when I heard the confession. Upon learning of her father's crime, little Jinxie fled without ever noticing me. I'm sorry, I keep yawning because I'm just so tired. Immediately after that, the mayor came to, stood up and opened the forbidden chamber. As I ran in terror, the demon emerged from his prison. In shock, I fled down the hallway to my right, to the one with the phone at the end. Why did you need the phone at the end? I must say, this is a shocking revelation. Quite unexpected. To think the defendant actually confessed then and there to his crime. Perhaps the guilt was too much to bear, so he confided in his daughter. You do realize you should not have withheld such crucial testimony from the court. Once again, sorry. It's just I feared being accused if I mentioned coming upon that most unpleasant scene, he says while he's snickering. Ugh, why did the mayor's confession have to be brought up by this guy? We better do something before the judge declares the mayor guilty. As a death row inmate once told me in years gone by, there is a time to fight and a time to yield, a time to live and a time to die. He's laying it on real thick now, just a little bit. The defense may now cross-examine the witness. We're gonna cross-examine. This should be a piece of cake. I hope. I was in the hallway, hiding in the shadows. That's when I heard the confession.
Hold it!
You claim that the mayor confessed to his daughter. Are you sure about that? Peasant! You wouldn't dare ask such a question if you truly understood. True beauty is never wrong. You're wrong. Oh, so that means you're always wrong. Like this. Like you. It's not. No, beauty is carved deep in the DNA. We could carve it deep as deep as we want. We still wouldn't find it in your DNA. That means I'm programmed to always be right, even when I'm wrong. Ah, so you're bugged then. I'm not following. It means he's a narcissistic prick, Apollo. These exquisite ears like flowers of bloom. These eyes that shine like pearls. This hair like the finest silk. It looks like dead moss. Nothing can corrupt the truth they hold. You can. And so can Magpie Head over there. Right. Come on, Apollo. Get it together. When you come back? The witness will hurry up and explain this truth of his. If you call it truth, but whatever. Specifically, what did Jinxie Tenma do upon hearing the confession? Upon learning of her father's crime, little Jinxie fled without ever noticing me.
Hold it!
How did Miss Tenma appear to you? Oh, the poor little thing seemed positively heartbroken, all teary-eyed and whatnot. I'm curious to know what Jinxie thought of... LaBelle. I don't think not once has she mentioned him, like, at all. Did she mention LaBelle? I can't remember for the life of me. I couldn't help but shed a few tears myself after seeing her like that.
You actually sympathise with Jinxie? Seems like an overly human emotion for him.
Yeah, because he's the only real monster we've seen so far, in looks and in character. The next thing I did was check my face in the mirror. Well, that's true, I'm sure. Check your face, why? To behold the beauty that is my sadness, why else? Apollo, I'm starting to lose all faith in humanity. I know the feeling, but hang in there. At least keep faith in our client. Let's keep this moving, shall we? Immediately after that, the mayor came to, stood up and opened the forbidden chamber. Hold it! He opened the forbidden chamber? But why would he do that? Oh, who knows? Maybe he wanted to free the demon Tenmataro.
Objection!
Objection! The courtroom is no place for fairy tales. Remember, you are under oath. Under oath that's answering his calls. Hello, LaBelle speaking. Yes, I will certainly explore the matter. Toodles. Now, where were we again? You were going to tell us the real reason why the mayor opened the forbidden chamber. Oh, yes, of course. Hello, this is LaBelle. Oh, good one, sir. You're an absolute riot. Okay, bye. You were saying? Oh, my lord. Never mind. This is a waste of time. He's just going to tell more lies. The witness will focus on his testimony, not his phone calls. Now tell the court what you did after you saw the mayor open the forbidden chamber. Well, after that... As I ran in terror, the demon emerged from his prison.
Hold it!
Oh, what was Mr. Filch like at the time? Oh, he was shouting, I can't see, it's a cursed soul at Tenmataro. Then he took off running like a madman. He must have been blinded by the sudden light flooding in. Wrong. What? He set eyes upon me, and was thus blinded by my radiant beauty. So it was the curse of Florent LaBelle rather than Tenmataro. I believe that. Yes, I'm afraid such beauty can be a curse. It's almost a criminal. The only thing criminal here is your ceaseless jabbering. Now get on with your testimony. Oh, forgive me, your darkness. Let's see. Oh, yes. I fled for dear life from Tenmataro and... Why him saying your darkness? Give me... Black Quill and LaBelle. Ugh. No. No! Is that why he dressed up as Joker and Black Quill looked like Batman? Yeah. Do we have to pet? No. In shock, I fled down the hallway to my right, to the one with the phone at the end.
Hold it!
Hold it. So after you fled into the hallway with the phone at the end, Tenmataro ran off towards the foyer? Precisely.
Notice any inconsistencies, Apollo?
Well, Jinxie also saw Tenmataro, right? She did. She said they passed each other in the hall after she made that call to the police. Well, if LaBelle had fled down the hall where that phone is, Jinxie would have seen him when she was returning from making a call.
Oh, right. And if she saw him, she would have definitely asked him for help.
Objection.
Objection!
Love you too.
Right. It just doesn't make any sense. Time to review the evidence.
If you don't find some way to poke a hole in his testimony, Mayor Tenmo is as good as guilty.
This is bad, very bad.
We need to find an inconsistency, a mistake, some kind of conflict.
It's all over if we can't find a flaw in the prosecution's case. Oh, he kind of said things very well. Hiding in the shadows. That's when I heard the confession. Upon learning of her father's crime, little Jinxie fled without ever noticing me. Wait, they passed each other at the bend in the hall as he made for the foyer. She was at the hall. She was at the phone. She was calling the police. Hang on.
Objection.
Yeah, fuck you. That was easy. Florent LaBelle, you're lying about having witnessed these events from the hallway. What on earth do you mean? Yes, care to fill the rest of us in, Mr. Justice? If Mr. LaBelle had really fled down into the hall with a phone in it, he would have crossed paths with Miss Tenma. What's this? After she discovered the crime scene, she immediately went to call the police. Then, after making her call, she went back to the main hallway, whereupon she encountered the demon, Yokai, or whatever you want to call it. As for me, I call it Phineas Filch in the Tenma Tarot costume. The encounter happened right here, where the hallways meet. As for Mr. LaBelle, if he had fled here feigning escape from the Yokai imposter, why, yes, the two would have crossed paths. Yeah, she didn't mention him at all. None whatsoever. Right, except Miss Tenma told us that there was no one else in the hall. In short, Miss Tenma did not see you in the hall because you were never really there. Oh my god! My beautiful eyes! That's terrifying. Not such a fabulous scent now, is it? Yeah. I bet they make your eyes bleed. Creep. But Mr. Justice, the witness also stated that he heard the mayor confess. If he was lying about hearing the confession from the hall, then where was he when he heard it? Inside the fox chamber. Where else? But isn't that within the very crime scene? It is, Your Honor, and that means he's not really a witness. Rather, he's the third party I've been alleging this whole time. What? You think I'm the killer? How dare you?
Silence.
Foolish sop. True man knows when he is beaten. A shield of lies come to naught before a foe with a sword of truth bared. Is that to LaBelle or to me? Prosecutor Blackwell, what are you? I thought we were on the same side. Oh my god, he's saying it to LaBelle. You are mistaken. There are no sides here, save for my cold, steely edge of judgment. Such a hard ass. You are alone upon this battlefield, with naught but your lies, a sickly sweet perfume. What are you doing? Why is his mouth like that? I thought that his body would make him refuse to sweat. Whoa, what just happened? Blackwell's really tearing into him. You heard the mayor's confession from the inside, did you not, you deviant dandy? For the sole location from which you could have seen and heard the mayor and the tanuki. Without either of them noticing, you were right there in the fox chamber. He was... Oh my god, he was behind the screen! Oh my! So that's how it's going to be. Fine, I'll come clean then. Seriously? You admit to being there in the fox chamber? I do. I did enter the room after the murder. Oh. But I was afraid of being falsely accused, so I lied about it. I feel terrible about lying like that, but it's a verbal cologne I used to protect myself. You better explain yourself, Mr. LaBelle. Yes, of course. I was just about to get to that. Oh, were you indeed? Were you, Joker? Oh my god. The witness is skating on thin ice. I'll remind you that perjury is a very serious crime. Now let's hear your testimony again, this time without your perfume of lies. Or without your perfume at all, please and thank you. And the witness testimony. I did enter the fox chamber after the murder, but I didn't enter until after Jinx had heard the confession and left. I heard the mayor groan and hid behind the folding screen there. I thought as much, yeah. Well, I saw them up close. It was absolutely horrifying. So you see, I was there, but merely watching from behind the screen. Well, yeah. I mean, I knew that. I knew he was behind the screen, but... Why didn't he help the mayor? Oh, from behind the screen. Wait, yes, I believe you wouldn't be spotted if you were there. Just so he could see everything without being spotted by the victim or that Tanuki Filch. Suffice to say, he was a mere witness to the events rather than actual third party. He was still... This guy's as slippery as an eel. Apollo! You think he's telling the truth? Well, he was in the fox chamber, so at least that much must be true. The defense may cross-examine our slightly voyeuristic witness. I love the judge so much. As long as I would stop watching him stroking that goddamn flower. I did enter the fox chamber after the murder.
Hold it!
Why in the world would you enter that grisly crime scene? Why? Because I was worried sick. May I attend my suit? It what? It was designed personally by me. I was worried my work of art might get blood on it. Oh, what an arse! This man clearly has his priorities in order. He really needs to get his priorities straight. Okay, let's get this over with, shall we? Now, where was I? Oh yes, I entered the fox chamber almost without thinking. But I didn't enter until after Jinxie had heard the confession and left.
Hold it!
Hold it! Why didn't you enter right away? And ruin my designer shoes? Your shoes? Oh, even now, just thinking about getting blood on my fabulous footwear. It sends chills down my spine. That's why I hesitated. Oh, I'm... Not the actual murder? The actual murder didn't give you chills? Okay.
Objection!
That's terrible! A man is dying and another injured, and you're worried about your shoes?
Silence!
Need I remind you this is a court of law? We are not teaching morality here. We have schools of etiquette and the like for such trivial pursuits. Gah! Now, you listen to me, you deceptive dandy. Get to the point and be quick about it. Well, one good thing I would say about Black Quill, he really does not like his suspects. Yes, well, I was there in the fox chamber, but I heard the mayor groan and hid behind the folding screen there. What? Wait, what? Wait a second. Why did you hide yourself? Oh my, so you do understand. I do? But by hiding, I was concealing my fabulous beauty, which, for the sake of the universe, is something I should never ever do. That's what you were thinking, right? I'm sensing a black hole of egocentricity forming around the witness stand, the narcissism at its finest. Only that guy who looks like Ollie London and the Joker having a baby and still thinks he looks fabulous is top tier narcissism right there. We can deliberately his mental process another time. Get on with the testimony now. Well, regarding the murder scene, what I saw there up close, it was absolutely horrifying. Oh no, it's like it was a murder or something. Could you describe the crime scene in a bit more detail? What exactly would you like details about? Well, what I'd like to ask you about is... Did we have anything on the murder weapon? The spear! The spear was a murder weapon. Could you describe the state of the weapons that had been used at the scene? The spear had been thrust all the way through Alderman and QB. Then there was that statue the Alderman used to bludgeon Mayor Tenma. That incredibly aspiring symbol had fallen to the floor. Oh right, the statue. But why would he find it inspiring? Why exactly did you find the statue inspiring? When I saw that statue, I felt as if the murder had been realized. It was like a celebration of union between town and village, an inspiring symbol of goodwill. A broken statue next to a bloody corpse. Real inspiring. Well, Mr. Justice, do you consider his statement to be of any importance? Every statement they make is important. Yes. I believe that to be extremely important. I request that to be added to the testimony. A statue had fallen to the floor. It was a token of goodwill celebrating the municipal merger.
Hold it!
A token of goodwill? Are you referring to the fox and demon statue? Yes, the statue that Alderman allegedly used to strike back at Mayor Tenma. The mayor trampled down a municipal goodwill only to be clobbered by its symbol. It's quite ironic, don't you think? And that's when that symbol of goodwill was transformed into a symbol of conflict. So you see, I was there, but merely watching from behind the screen.
Hold it!
The mayor had been knocked out by a blow to the head. Could he really have opened the forbidden chamber in that state? Well, it did seem difficult. He was all woozy and stumbling around as he opened it. It was such a heroic effort that I nearly started to cheer him on despite it myself. I think the man needed medical attention more than a cheerleader. You think he's telling the truth about being there in that room? Well, I believe he was there. The question is, when did he enter? You mean, did he enter after Jinxie fled? Or was he there before the murder? If it's the latter, that would change everything. Right, if he was there before the murder, that would make him a suspect. But how do we go about proving that? Well, I guess we ask him about what happened there. Anyway, let's press him and see what kind of info we can extract from him. Let's cross our fingers that he says or reveals something incriminating. The statue. I had heard the confession and left. I heard the mayor groan and hid behind the folding screen. Right! Oh my god, the statue! The blow happened before Jinxie fled. So how would he know? He said he went into the room after Jinxie fled. And Jinxie was the only one who knows what the original looked like and knows the true meaning behind it. The cup! The cup! Made in secret.
Objection!
Bitch! I got you. Your lies have finally betrayed you, Mr. LaBelle. What possibly could you mean? You said this statue was like a celebration of union between town and village. Isn't that correct? Mm-hmm. No statement left behind? Exactly, exactly. That is the first golden rule of Ace Attorney. No statement left behind. It is indeed. But what of it? The two yokai are joining hands in goodwill, as if they were celebrating the municipal merger. Ah, the smirk, Apollo. The smirk. We got him. Something the matter? So, how did you really know that this statue was meant to be a symbol of goodwill again? What? Yeah, only Jinxie knows. Hmm? And it was made in secret. Hmm? Justice Donna, explain yourself and make it quick. This statue was meant to symbolize goodwill in its original form, but that was a secret. A secret? Whatever do you mean? What I mean is that it broke when someone used it to strike Mayor Tenmo on the head. What's left clearly makes it look like the two yokai are battling it out. The statue's secret and its true form were lost inside that locked room. For Miss Tenma is the only living soul who should know what it once looked like. So, Mr. LaBelle, where could you have possibly seen the statue in its original form? What do you mean, where? The only possible answer is this. You saw the statue in its original form. Right there in the room where the alderman was murdered before it was broken. Yes. Yes. I'm doing good, Gloopy. How you doing? I hope you're doing well, lovely. Welcome, welcome to the stream. And my fiance is doing well as well. Thank you so much for asking. How dare you? Mr. Justice, are you accusing the witness with some sort of crime? Yes, yes I am. Flora LaBelle, I accuse you of the murder of Alderman Rex QB. Ah, we know this, but it's so satisfying to put him on the spot. Order, order. Mr. LaBelle, you've been accused of murder. Do you have anything to say in your defense? He's sweating. He's sweating. I so can't wait for his crash out. How could you possibly accuse me? The embodiment of beauty. Way to go, Apollo. This is the conclusive evidence we needed. Magnifico. We've got to now. We know you killed the alderman. Now admit it. But why?
Silence.
Enough of your silly games, Justice Dono. This prancing peacock cannot possibly be the killer.
Objection!
Objection! What are you talking about? His alibi has already crumbled to dust. And I just proved that he was in the fox chamber while it was still locked tight.
Silence.
Why could he have not seen the statue in its true form before the murder? After all, he was close friends with the alderman. Ergo... Yes, that's right. I clearly remember it now. Alderman QB told me about it. About what the statue actually looked like. I mean, he was a good friend of mine. Really? Can you imagine this guy having good friends? Can you imagine him being a good friend to anyone?
Objection!
Yeah, right. He wouldn't show you a secret gift just like that.
Silence.
Moreover, it has already been proven that he was not present at the scene of the crime. It has? Forgotten, have we? Recall the little scamp statement, if you will, where Jinxie Tenma unlocked the fox chamber. She saw the alderman and the mayor collapse therein, and no one else. Oh, dang it. Can you not? I knew this guy is going to last this a long time. The fact is, it was you two who made that apparent in yesterday's court session. Thus, Florent LaBelle could not possibly have been in that locked room. No! Ah! I just don't get it. How could Jinxie not have seen the bell? I mean, I think she was a bit busy, you know, seeing her dad bleeding. The proof is incontrovertible. No room for debate exists. Am I not right, your boldness? It does seem awfully conclusive. The facts point to the defendant and victim being the only people in that locked room. Moreover, the defendant has already confessed.
Objection! Silence.
Something's happened. You cannot defend the indefensible. Your role in this charade is over, Justice Dono. I try to remember the intro of this case, but... Your boldness. This trial would last an eternity if we were to keep crossing blades with these simpletons. It is high time you brought down the hammer of justice. Oh, poor Athena. She's... Oh my god, I can't sweat so much. A point well made. I believe it's time to declare a verdict. This court finds the defendant, Damien Tenma. Hold it!
It would seem that my time is at hand.
Mayor Tenma?
Counselor, there is a matter to which I must testify. I recall it now, only for your good graces.
Counselor? Oh, right, he must mean me. Has he finally remembered what happened before that blow to his head? Bailiff, don't just stand there, seize him. It's no good, I can't restrain him. I don't know what I'm doing.
Know me and despair, for I am Tenma Taro, Demon Lord of the Yokai.
This is not good. Mr. Justice, do something. Since when am I responsible for court security? When are we responsible for, like, handling yokais? What do we do?
Apollo, this is our chance. We might get some new information out of him.
Your Honor, seeing as our client has something new to say, I believe due process demands that we hear him out, even if he is a yokai. Let's go. When you put it that way. I mean, to be fair, in Phoenix Wright, I believe there was a parrot that was testifying. You know, we were cross-examining a parrot. Okay? Like, if I'm gonna be honest, I don't see anything weird about this. It's Ace Attorney. You know, we testified against a parrot. I think we testified a dog at one point. We testified an evil, grudge-holding spirit taking over our assistant. Like, come on. This is nothing. Let's go. Still, I believe testimony by yokai is unprecedented in the legal world. Yeah, that was a fun one. Which one? I was terrified of the spirit one. Jesus. Unprecedented in absurdity, more like. All right then, Mr. Damien Tenma. Or should I say Mr. Tenma Taro? Your testimony, please.
I shall now speak of recollections most real, courtesy of my host, Damien Tenma. Heed these words, mortals, for hear them but once you shall. Ka-ka-ka-ka-ka.
I don't know. The ruler of demon kind. Terrific.
Barely conscious was Damien there amid the darkness. Suddenly two yokai did appear. On one side I, Tenma Taro, ruler of demon kind, and on the other my mortal enemy, the nine-tailed fox.
So is the defendant asserting that the room he was in was very dark at the time?
Strange as it may be, yes, indeed, all was in darkness.
And the part about Tenma Taro and the nine-tailed fox being there?
Yes, that too, Tenma Taro, towering overhead, and the nine-tailed fox glittered gold.
I call animal abuse, Your Honor. That's not what animal abuse is, Apollo, but okay. It would seem the defendant's recollections are not to be trusted.
Yes, well, truth be told, my host's recollections are still a bit fuzzy. As if half dreamt, that happening lingers in his mind. Apollo, maybe I can help here.
Really? Oh, you mean... Yes, Athena!
Yeah, I can hear it. The discord in his heart. I sense an unusual emotion in the mayor's memory of the event.
Okay, I just hope our findings don't come back to haunt us again. Again. Let's go, Athena!
Barely conscious was Damien there amid the darkness.
Okay, he was scared. This is me scared, right? I believe so.
Suddenly, two yokai did appear.
He was sad and shocked.
On one side, I, Tenma Taro, ruler of demon kind. And on the other, my mortal enemy, the nine-tailed fox.
What's this?
It sounds like the mayor saw the same thing as what's shown on that scroll.
What's with those Tenmas and their yokai vision?
I think it's sweet how father and daughter can share something like that.
I don't think a shared nightmare really qualifies as sweet. Anyway, all I need to do is point out an unnatural reaction like last time. We found it!
Right, look for places where an emotion conflicts with the testimony. That conflict usually indicates a thought or emotion that is being suppressed.
So being shocked, that's not surprising, and sad. I got a sudden headache. Oh, pinpoint.
Got it!
When the nine-tailed fox appeared, you not only experienced shock and sadness, but also something like joy as well.
Joy? Perhaps it was joy at the light to come into my eyes at long last. A long and terrible creaking did pierce the silence. And then there was light. On reflection, it was a door that did produce that infernal racket.
A creaking door. Oh, you must be talking about the forbidden chamber door. It does make a lot of noise.
So this means the forbidden chamber really was opened. But what about the sudden light he described?
I think I know. He mentioned darkness and Tenma Taro towering overhead. Maybe the mayor wasn't really in the fox chamber at the time of the crime. Mr. Mayor, did the darkness that you were in happen to be here? In the forbidden chamber. Oh, shit! The forbidden chamber? Was it not the fox chamber where the murder did occur? Yes, but it all makes sense if you were in the forbidden chamber. That terrible creaking sound was probably the forbidden chamber's door opening. And the towering Tenma Tower you saw? Most likely the forbidden chamber's statue. Why, yes, that would explain it. The darkness and the staff in the demon's grasp. But even if all that's true, then what about the nine-tailed fox? Maybe he was seeing things, just like Jinxie and her imaginary yokai. No, the screen! The screen has the nine-tailed fox. Fantastico, Apollo. It's entirely possible. In a groggy, dreamlike state, people can misremember things and events. Misremember, you say? Let me think. Ah! I do believe. I remember now. That was not the nine-tailed fox. It was... The Amazing Ninetales! What? The Amazing Ninetales? At first this is but a dream, I thought. Now, however, most clearly do I recall it. 'Twas the Amazing Ninetales who did open the Forbidden Chamber's door. So you ask. The Amazing Ninetales? But that was the victim, Alderman QB, right? Yeah, why would he open the Forbidden Chamber? Wasn't he trying to keep it sealed? Never mind that. This is completely new information. It kind of is. Let me enter it and run an update. Yes, Athena. This is like, I really like this. Come to the rescue. What do you suppose the Amazing Ninetales was up to? Good question. Could he have been trying to free the mayor from the Forbidden Chamber? But why help an enemy like that? Wasn't he opposed to the mayor's merger plan? Well, at least now we know why the room suddenly lit up. Must have been a huge relief for the mayor. I mean, just thinking about being trapped in that pitch black room freaks me out. How did he get in there in the first place? Oh wait, he was bludgeoned and he was... Wait, he wasn't sad anymore.
Got it!
Oh no. Is it happy again? So it could be this. It could be happiness again. But we've already established that he was happy when he saw the light, right? But then he was sad. Why was he sad?
Got it!
When the Amazing Ninetales opened the chamber, banishing the darkness within, you felt joy, but didn't you also feel shock and sadness? Yes, in the hazy depths of my mind, I do recollect something of that nature. I see, I see. I believe it was the Fiend's Cape of Red, for when I did behold it, A great wave of sadness did inexplicably wash over me. We're getting somewhere. A cape of red. Apollo! We've reduced the noise level. Oh, but there's still a little left. Mayor Tenma, why were you sad when you saw the red cape? Why indeed? What could this mean? What could this mean? I guess his memory is still a little spotty. I know, because his latest sweet collection contradicts the evidence. Yeah, it's one of those contradictions that slaps you right across the face. Something this obvious could arise when someone is trying to force a fuzzy memory into a definitive shape. Apollo, I know what you have to do. You need to present evidence that contradicts the image you see. Oh, so it's basically the same as the casual cross-examination process. Time to review the evidence. Look out, contradiction. Here comes justice. So it's something to do with the red cape. Oh my god! He thinks it's that!
Objection!
You said the Amazing Ninetales cape was red. Are you sure about that? Yes, well, I do believe it was a red cape I saw, but... Mayor Tenma! Does this cape look red to you? Oh, that certainly does not look red, not even scarlet or crimson either. Nevertheless, upon my liberation, something red did fill my... I see a hazy field of view, and I thought to myself, the Amazing Ninetales is arrayed in a cape of red. So you mistook something for... You mistook that red something for his cape, huh? Apparently so, and remembering it now brings a great sadness upon me. So the red something probably wasn't a cape after all. Maybe that great sadness he mentioned is what's interfering with his memory. Well, he would have seen the fox chamber behind the Amazing Ninetales. What red object could he have seen there that would have been that shocking? Could it have been blood? Mr. Mayor, was the red thing you saw this? It must be blood. I wonder if it's the cup. It's either the cup or blood. I'm not entirely sure. But it was used to... Yeah, this is from the defendant. No. Wait. Oh, we can't see this. No! No, I did not mean to. I wanted to see it. I know it was blood. What was I trying to look? I was trying to look at this.
Take that!
Something red that could produce a deep sadness. Could it be, Mr. Tenma, that what you saw was the alderman's blood? Blood? Why, yes, it was blood. It's all coming back to me now. It wasn't a red cape that I saw. It was lying behind the amazing Ninetales, the alderman's bloody body. Eek! Then that's not alderman. Oh. His noise level is down to 0. Yeah, but I think we fucking traumatized him. I think he's remembered everything now. Is that a good thing? Does this mean the Amazing Ninetales killed Alderman QB? But the Alderman was the Amazing Ninetales, so how exactly would that work? Hey, I asked you first. Well, Mr. Justice, you sure know how to make a complicated matter even more complicated. I think I'm getting to the bottom of this. True, but at the time of the crime, our client was in the Forbidden Chamber. Moreover, oh, for God's sake, I was expecting this from Magpie Head over here. Why don't you think this strange? The little scamp has already confirmed her father to be in the Fox Chamber, but she said naught about seeing the Amazing Ninetales there. You just had to bring that up, didn't you? Of course you did. Jinxie didn't see the bell there either. It's so weird. Who really was in that room then? Would the defense care to share any theories with the court? Can you explain the inconsistency between the defendant's testimony and his daughter's? Yes, I can. Yes, of course. I can explain it. Because if I don't, we're in serious trouble. Not with more of your bluffs and fairy tales, I trust. Fair warning, Justice Duno, I shall have your head if you fail to explain this. What about a good old-fashioned penalty? The head worth keeping on your shoulders. First of all, Mr. LaBelle was definitely in the Fox Chamber while it was locked. We also know that Mayor Tenma was in the Forbidden Chamber based on his testimony. These two facts are crucial to my explanation, so let's consider the following question. If the facts point to Florent LaBelle, and the victim being there at the scene, why did Jinxie Tenma see the victim and her father, Mayor Tenma? Wait. Wait. Hang on a second. Those fluffy balls. Wait. Did Florent LaBelle pretend to be Mayor Tenma while Mayor Tenma is still in the Fox Chamber? A very good question indeed. And I suppose you have an answer for us? Sadly, you would be supposing wrong. You think she could have mistaken LaBelle for the mayor? Well, if she did, then the question is, why did she do that? Well, how about that explanation, Mr. Justice? I believe the time for questions is over. The defense asserts that Florent LaBelle was at the scene of the crime. However, Jinxie Tenma has testified that she saw her father collapse there. If she has in fact misremembered the event, what could have made her do so? Was disguised as Tenma. The figure Miss Tenma saw was not her father. It was Florent LaBelle, disguised as Damien Tenma. That's why it looks so weird. In the photo, he wasn't wearing all of the paper that Jinxie made for him. And his face looked weird as well. Oh my God. That is a complete impossibility. Their faces are utterly unalike. How could you explain that away with a mere disguise? Yes, they both do have incredibly distinctive faces. Maybe the disguise completely hid his face? I think Jinxie would have mentioned if she couldn't see her father's face. And if it was that sort of disguise, wouldn't she have removed it? All right. Your sword is as dull as your mind, Justice Duno. I think I'm spot on though. Shall I show you what a truly sharp blade is capable of? I think I'll pass. Ah! I think we hit the nail on the head, though. Are you okay, Apollo? I'm not fine, am I? Well, now that we have that little fairy tale out of the way, your boldness, your verdict, if you will. Mr. Justice, I believe it's time for a verdict if you have no further arguments. What's even left for me to do? Apollo, remember what Mr. Wright always says? When you're stuck in a tight spot, turn the case upside down. Turn the case upside down? He does say that, doesn't he? But I don't quite see how it applies here. Still. Never hurts to give it a try, I guess. Let's see. Rather than Jinxie didn't remove the disguise, maybe she couldn't remove it. And rather than she didn't tell anyone about this disguise, maybe it was she couldn't talk about it. Augustus' mask is more precious than his own life. He'd never unmask himself in front of others. But there are matches where Restless battles for the right to remove each other's masks. To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. That's why their masks are more important to them than life itself. And what about the fact that it was the amazing Ninetales who opened the door? And whilst that can't be removed in front of others, can these facts turn things around? Okay, he does have like fluffy white stuff. We got it all backwards. Apollo? I think we might have made a huge mistake. Your boldness, I see no need to further indulge them in their silly little farce. The defense has no proof. They never did and they never will. Then it seems I must announce my verdict.
Objection!
I do have proof. Do you now? Alright, but this better be good, Mr. Justice. It is. We can solve the remaining riddles by turning all of our assumptions upside down. Why Jinxie Tenma mistook Mr. LaBelle for her father. Why she couldn't remove the costume or tell anyone about it in the first place. These riddles are inextricably linked to Maya Tenma's secret identity. A shocking secret identity that will turn the entire premise of this case upside down. This piece of evidence clearly reveals Maya Tenma's secret identity. What? No. White hair inside. No, it's not that. What? Wait, is he Ninetales? No. That can't be right.
Take that!
What absolute claptrap, poppycock, balderdash. Yeah, that's what I thought. We thought the alderman was the amazing Ninetales and the mayor was Tenma Taro. That's why we believe the mayor killed the alderman in his lust for Ninetales' veil. And it was the basis for the prosecution's entire case against our client. However, we got the whole thing backwards. Mayor Tenma wasn't Tenma Taro at all. He was the amazing Ninetales. Athena's face! Oh, what's this? Oh, fuck. You'd better explain yourself, Justice Dono, and from where you derive such a far-fetched conclusion. Jinxie, no doubt, knew the true identity of the amazing Ninetales. But she couldn't tell anyone no matter what. That's why she didn't say it was the amazing Ninetales she saw passed out. Even though, unbeknownst to her, it was really Florent Labelle in disguise. Oh, shit!
Silence.
Dick Hughes and that deceitful dandy are utterly dissimilar in physical build and voice. The little scamp would have seen the difference.
Objection!
Objection! Remember, Mr. Labelle has his very own brand of cosmetics. Why couldn't he fake a different build too? And anyone speaking through a mask would naturally sound different.
Silence.
Silence. Why did she not simply pull the mask off?
Objection!
Objection. A masked wrestler's disguise is more precious than life itself. As a huge fan of the amazing Ninetales, she would never dare unmask him. This case of mistaken identity also explains the riddle of the locked room. Then by all means, Mr. Justice, answer it for us already. First, Mr. Labelle entered the room where the mayor and alderman were talking. I suspect he brought with him coffee laced with some sort of sedative. Once the alderman was out cold, that's when Mr. Labelle killed him. Next, he took the mayor, who he had also drugged, into the Forbidden Chamber. Then he returned to the Fox Chamber, slipped into some of the mayor's spare clothes, and completed the disguise by donning the amazing Ninetales' mask. What? With his entire charade in place, Mr. Labelle then let out a scream. The scream that led Jinxie Tenma to the scene. So then, the person who said I killed Alderman QB was... Yep, that was Florent Labelle in disguise. The mayor never actually confessed.
Silence.
Silence! This is no more than guesswork and speculation. Now stop your jabbering.
Objection!
And... Objection! Yes, you go, Apollo. No, you twisted samurai. This time you stop your jabbering and let me finish making my case. Once Miss Tenma left the scene, Mr. Labelle, still wearing the mayor's clothes and mask, opened the Forbidden Chamber so he could drag the mayor back out into the Fox Chamber. Also, the amazing Ninetales the mayor saw was... Right, it was Labelle opening the Forbidden Chamber. The second time Mr. Labelle opened the door to the Forbidden Chamber, he happened to catch the thieving Mr. Filch by surprise. Startled, Mr. Filch in his Tenma Tower disguise ran as fast as he could away from the room. As he did, he left behind a trail of feathers and trash. For God's sake, Filch! Just making the case even more difficult, and gave Miss Tenma the scare of her life in the hallway, with no one left to witness the events that had occurred. Mr. Labelle then proceeded to drag the sleeping mayor back into the Fox Chamber. I see. Well, that all certainly does make sense. Then after dragging the mayor back into the Fox Chamber, Mr. Labelle threw the mask out the window and fled the room.
Silence.
Silence! For this absurd theory to work, it requires that the defendant be the amazing Ninetales. However, he was the one pushing for the municipal merger. That such an individual could possibly be the amazing Ninetales is preposterous. Ooh.
Objection!
Objection! The mayor was blackmailed into pursuing the merger. Miss Tenma's life would have been in danger if he had openly voiced his opposition. That's why he created a secret identity as the amazing Ninetales. This is madness. No one could possibly hatch such an insane plot. No one except a killer as insane as his plot. And I'd say Florent Labelle more than qualifies. Foolish mortal, it is at your own peril that you forget who I am. Mayor Tenma, it's okay now. Jinxie will be safe just as soon as Mr. Labelle is arrested. You are the amazing Ninetales, aren't you? Did he change his hair color again? Oh, you have quite the active imagination. Mia Tenma is not the amazing Ninetales.
Objection!
Objection! What do you mean? Well, has the mayor admitted to it yet? But that's just... And even if he did admit to such nonsense... I would reveal the truth behind Tenma Tower right here and now. What? Why, you would dare reveal the secret? My good friend the Alderman told me all about it. But it wouldn't be good to expose the truth, what with the superstitions now, would it? The truth behind Tenma Tower? What's he talking about? So go ahead, say it. Say I am the amazing Ninetales. I dare you.
Objection!
Wait. Will somebody please explain what's going on here? Mia Tenma would do anything to keep the truth behind Tenma Tower a secret. A dark, terrible truth that has been kept secret by the village superstitions. And if the mayor admits to being the amazing Ninetales, you'll expose the truth? Right, I won't have him walking free because of some nonsense you made up. Oh, I don't like him. So what now, Justice Donner? Oh, you know about this. Without the mayor's admission, your theory is as useless as you are in battle. I'll show you who's useless. Apollo, don't you dare give up now. What about you? What are you doing? I know. Your Honor, I believe Mr. LaBelle's statements warrant a thorough cross-examination. After all, the true identity of the amazing Ninetales is the cornerstone of this case. You do have a point there. Please answer this court, Mr. LaBelle. Is the defendant the amazing Ninetales or not? The amazing Ninetales' true identity is not Mayor Tenma. The mayor would never admit to such utter nonsense. But if he did admit to such nonsense, I will expose the truth behind Tenma Tower right here and now. And that would bring ruin upon Ninetales Vale, just as the superstitions say. Talk about out of the pot and into the fire. At this rate, the mayor will be found guilty for sure. Honestly speaking, if Mayor Damien Tenma is not the amazing Ninetales, I'm afraid I don't see how the defense has much of a case here. And let's just leave it at that, shall we? We all know Alderman QB was the amazing Ninetales anyway. I mean, that's how Ninetales Vale made a comeback. The Alderman was so popular. There's gotta be a hole in that testimony somewhere. I don't even know where to start. Since we don't have any proof that the mayor is the amazing Ninetales, then we'll just have to get him to admit it himself. But if he admits it, the bells are going to expose the secret behind Tenma Tower. Oh, you're so close, I know. I know you're so close. We can do it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Oh, this guy, he exhausts me. Let's go. The amazing Ninetales' true identity is not Mayor Tenma.
Hold it!
Hold it. This whole case only makes sense if the mayor is the amazing Ninetales. I know you used this mask to create this illusion of a locked room murder.
Silence!
Nothing more than idle speculation. You've no evidence now, have you?
Objection!
Objection! Mr. LaBelle knows what this statue originally looked like. That means he had to be in the Fox Chamber while it was still locked tight. Sorry, but I heard about the statue from Alderman QB. If you don't believe me, just ask him. Oh, but what's that? The Alderman's dead? For someone who says, oh my god, the Alderman is such a good friend of mine. not really grieving or upset about Alderman's murder, is he? Oh, looks like the joke's on you, my sweetie little friend. Apollo, you mind if I wring his neck? Wait in line, because I'm going first. Temper, anyway. The mayor would never admit to such utter nonsense. Why not? The only nonsense here in this court is you and your assertions. There's such an anger. Such anger is terrible for the skin, you know. Beauty is like a flower that blooms forth from a serene heart. Ugh. Excuse me? I wouldn't expect a wilted peasant like you to understand. Perhaps this fragrance will help the blossom within you bloom. Ugh. Oh, you liked that, didn't you? Ew. We said that. Ugh. Enough jabbering about blossoms or whatnot. Get on with your testimony before I slice you into a bouquet of cut flowers. Oh dear, please excuse me. As I was saying, the assertion of our wilted attorney here is utter nonsense. But if he did admit to such nonsense...
Hold it!
Hold it! You'd be arrested, wouldn't you? Yes, it's true. I would be sacrificed upon the altar of justice despite my innocence. But what a terrible loss that would be for the future of humankind's cosmetic needs. It is a tragedy that must be averted. Defend me if you understand this.
Silence!
The only terrible loss is the time wasted by your ceaseless yammering. If you would avert the tragedy awaiting you and that vexing visage of yours, then... Yes, I know. Get on with my testimony. Anyhow, suffice to say, should the mayor admit to the defences as nonsense, I will make good on my threat and... I will expose the truth behind Tenma Tower right here and now.
Hold it!
And just how did you learn of this so-called truth behind Tenma Tower? Alderman QB told me all about it. The secret of the Forbidden Chamber and the truth behind Tenma Tower. Why would he share secrets like that with you, Mr. LaBelle? Because of the Alderman's wife. I was looking after her while she was hospitalized. He appreciated it so much. He shared the secrets with me. Hey, did you threaten the Alderman in addition to the mayor? Don't tell me that's how he learned how to open the Forbidden Chamber. Needless to say, I'm not above revealing the truth behind Tenma Tower. And that would bring ruin upon Ninetales Vale, just as the superstitions say. Do not gaze upon Tenma Tower. Do not tell others if you see him. Isn't that what the village superstitions say? Exactly, telling others what Tenma Tower looks like would reveal the truth. That's why the superstitions were written down in the first place. And ruin coming to the village if you free him? Is that a warning and not to expose the truth? Bingo! And that truth is, Tenma Tower is a great greed-inspiring fortune. That's what the whole battle over Ninetales Vale is all about. Tenma Tower is a great fortune? Come to think of it.
Only that it's the greatest get-rich-quick chance in the universe. Grandpappy told me all about it. Said there's an amazing treasure in there.
Treasure! Could Tenma Tower actually be Forbidden Chamber treasure? Telling the villagers that Tenma Tower is a terrifying yokai is what has scared them away from the Forbidden Chamber and the treasure within. That's how the treasure has been kept secret all this time. Well. It seems our ace attorney here has uncovered the truth that must not be revealed. Mayor Tenma looks like he wants to keep the truth hidden as much as I do. Tragedy is doomed to repeat itself as long as Tenma Tower exists. That's why the secret must be protected. As long as Tenma Tower exists, huh? Mr. LaBelle, please add that statement to your testimony. tragedy is doomed to repeat as long as Tenma Tower exists. Hold it! So in other words, tragedy wouldn't occur at all if there were no Tenma Tower. Yes, I suppose so, but that's wishful... This is the bell. Yes. You don't say. God. As long as Tenma Tower exists, huh? How's Amir supposed to admit to his secret identity now? Well, we have to find a way to make him say it, or our entire case unravels. There must be a hole in the bell's testimony somewhere. We know that. Maybe we should... It's definitely that. I think it's this.
Objection!
No, it's not that. I was doing so well. I was doing so well.
Objection!
There we go. It's that statement. Mr. LaBelle, what if Tenma Tower no longer existed? Revealing the truth would no longer be an issue, would it? If Tenma Tower no longer existed? What on earth are you talking about? Oh, apparently you haven't heard. Tenma Tower no longer exists. But I guess you didn't get to do a thorough search after the key was taken from you. Because when we searched the Forbidden Chamber, there wasn't any treasure there. Really? Maybe you weren't looking in the right place. Sorry, but I have proof that Tenma Tower no longer exists. Take a look at this figure. What do we have here? It looks like some sort of creature. We found this in the Forbidden Chamber. It's an Azuki Kozo figure. The great thief Azuki Kozo used to leave them at the scene of his crimes. Well, who suggested that? The Tenma Tower has been stolen? Yeah, Phineas Filch's grandfather, a master thief, was the culprit. And by that hideous and moronic caretaker's grandfather, no less. You? No! My beautiful golden Tenma Tower was... The greed inspired by Tenma Tower can no longer bring ruin upon Ninetales Vale. Isn't that right, Mayor Tenma? The root of tragedy would indeed seem to be gone. In fact, I now recall the alderman revealing the secret to me on the day of our meeting. He must have been speaking of Tenma Tower, for he said to me the gold ingot was gone. The gold ingot? You mean the treasure that is Tenma Tower's true form? Recall, if you will, the scroll in the Forbidden Chamber. Tenma Tower is the yellowish object shown there. A giant gold ingot that my nomadic ancestors bestowed upon Ninetales Vale. Oh! In return for that gold, my ancestors did receive from Ninetales Vale land that would become Tenma Town, but drive the villagers mad with greed and did that great fortune. Bitter with their greed fueled battle. It was as if they were possessed. I bet that was Filch's grandfather. My ancestors' gold became as a curse upon their village, a curse of ruin. Thus it was that the Yokai Tenma Tower came to be. So Tenma Tower and the village superstitions were merely fairy tales to scare people away. Fairy tale or not, Tenma Tower made quite the mess of things. Yes, indeed, for there is no greater monster than a mortal man's lust for gold. Well, you know what they say, the love of money is the root of all evil. My ancestors did bring a terrible thing here to Ninetales Vale. A thing so terrible that Tenma Tower, a monster just as terrible, had to be created to keep it a secret. Yet we have naught but love for the little village for which we owe our very existence. Tenma Town would never seek to take over Ninetales Vale in a merger. Oh my, that was quite a shocking lesson in history. Mr. Mayor, now that we know Tenma Tower no longer exists, are you ready to admit your secret? You are the amazing Ninetales, aren't you? No, don't do it! Please, no! Oh, he's begging. Begone, you demented demon! Now, where was I? The Golden Lord of Yokai, the amazing Ninetales, is indeed me! Oh, we love him so much! And that means Jinxie! Yes? The man wearing the mayor's clothes who you saw collapse in the fox chamber, was he wearing the amazing Ninetales' mask? That's what made me think it was Papa. He said he was going to reveal his secret identity to Alderman QB that day, so it really wasn't Papa I saw there, was it? It was Florence's idea from the start. He advised me to reveal my secret identity to the Alderman. Yeesh, Rube Goldberg machines have less elaborate setups than the Bell's scheme. You may rest easy now, little Jinxie. That monster's deception is through. Ga-ga-ga-ga! The true facts behind this case have finally come to light. Mayor Tenma did not kill Alderman QB, but Florent the Bell did. How dare you? Where is it? Does that ruin his face?
Silence.
Oh, what? Well, Justice Donner, you should at least have a real blade in your hands if you desire to cross swords with me. I knew he would! I knew he would make this longer than it actually is. Or have you mistaken this battlefield for a training ground? What's this guy want now? I hate this guy! Evidence is like a razor-sharp blade that cuts through bone as though it were butter. But you have only blind guesses, a dull blade incapable of cutting even a cake. He has you there, Mr. Justice. After all, evidence is everything in a court of law. I don't see him providing any evidence. But... They're right, let's see some evidence. Of course, a perfect being like me wouldn't leave any incriminating evidence behind. Oh! This is the final battle. Just as a samurai must live and die by the sword, you will live or die by the evidence you hold. My swift blade of judgment awaits. Now present your conclusive evidence, or don't you have any? Oh god, do I have anything conclusive? There's a diagram. Cup. What's this? I don't know. white hair inside. I'm gonna say yes. Evidence? Oh, I have evidence. You do? Of course. It's just the conclusive evidence we need, too. I'm going to finally prove Mayor Tenma innocent. Here comes justice. Let's review the facts. Oh my god! This is new! The most damning evidence against the mayor was the crime scene itself. The mayor and the victim were the only two people found in the room. Also, we all thought the alderman was killed because he was the amazing Ninetales, but as we know now, of course, we were way off. The amazing Ninetales is really Mayor Damien Tenma. Right, that's why when his daughter Jinxie saw the amazing Ninetales collapse at the scene, she mistook him for her father. Those are the facts as we have revealed. However, Mr. LaBelle asserts that he did not leave any evidence at the scene of the crime. But he didn't say anything about evidence outside the crime scene. Maybe he isn't as clever as he thinks he is. Does any of the evidence found outside the crime scene provide any clues? Yes, this one. Oh, I know, the amazing Ninetales' mask. It was found washed up along the river. Water! The dye must have washed out the water of the hair inside the mask. What sort of clue does that mask hold? White hair. White hair in the mask. And what about the hair left in the mask? Who does it belong to? Florent LaBelle. Right, that hair is Florent LaBelle's. Yes, now that's what I call conclusive evidence. Well, Mr. Justice, do you have any conclusive evidence to present to this court? That was cool. I love that. Of course I do. Observe this mask, if you will. That mask? How is that conclusive evidence? It's not the mask itself, but the white hair inside it. We originally thought it belonged to Alderman Rex Cuby. Yes, but the amazing Ninetales, as we now know, is Mayor Tenma, so that is correct. So the question is, whose hair could this be? And the answer to that is the last person to have worn it before it was discarded. That would be you, Mr. Florent LaBelle. What are you talking about? I never had hideous white hair like that.
Silence.
It would appear your coup de grace failed to hit its mark. This freakish fop is not the white hair type, because he's busy being one ludicrously garish colour or another.
Objection.
No, Prosecutor Blackquill, it's you who has made a fatal error. What? Remember where this mask was found? It washed up by the side of the river. With that in mind, this last piece of evidence will solve all of the remaining riddles. Yes!
Take that.
But that's... what is that? This is also... White hair is amazing. What are they talking about? This is Mr. LaBelle's own private brand of hair color. It washes out with just water. The court will also recall that the amazing Ninetales' mask washed up along the side of the village river with white hair inside it. What's this? Are you saying that preening peacock's hair color is... That's exactly what I'm saying. Mr. LaBelle's hair color is a freaky work of fiction. But thanks to the river flowing through Ninetales' Vale, we now have a real-life expose. Do we get to see him with white hair? The white hair in this mask is conclusive evidence proving you're the real killer. A DNA test is all we need to prove it, and we both know we'll get a match. Admit it. Florent LaBelle, you were the one who killed Alderman Rex Cuby. You know, your good friend. The perfume is going to wash that off, isn't it? Oh no, his sweat is. Oh, he's sweating so much. He's crashing out. Yes, he's crashing out. Oh. Fuck. Hang on. Stream. Twitch is being weird again. There we go. Now you get this beautiful, beautiful scene of Florent Lebel. Hello, this is Lebel. What? The project is off? Oh god, he's an old man. This is Lebel. The sponsors have pulled out. Lebel speaking. I'm fired. You mean I'm no longer Mayor Tenma's aide? Oh, hello? This is Lebel. What? There's a stratospheric damages claim against me? $100 million? Washed up! Stick a fork in me, I'm done! This is preposterous. Simon Blackwell defeated. That's right. Order, order, order in the court. Wow. Well, this is quite the unexpected outcome. I must hand it to you, Mr. Justice. You really turned this case on its head, just like that other lawyer, Phoenix Wright. Oh, wait, that was a compliment, right? Prosecutor Blackwell, what have you done with Florent Lebel? The defaced man has withered like a flower without water. One of the officers is currently tending to him with a sprinkler. Wouldn't that just wash even more of his makeup off? Allow me to explain the actions of the guilty party in detail. The motive, of course, was to steal the gold ingot known as the Tenma Tarot. However, few are allowed into the manor due to its cultural ties to Ninetales Vale. Lebel set in motion plans to gain access to the manor and the gold within via the merger. Okay. But the efforts of the amazing Ninetales saw those plans come to a halt. And thus Lebel murdered the alderman and attempted to pin the blame on Mayor Tenma. I see, but what I still can't comprehend is why would he go after the gold in the first place? Yeah. Is it to help with his businesses, maybe? I feel like it is. Mr. Lebel doesn't look like someone who is in need of financial aid. Lebel hid his past well, much like he hid his beauty with makeup. He's mired in debt. Oh, debt due to pouring money into a brand only he could love. Which is why he sought the gold with such ferocity. Too bad for him, someone else had got into it first anyway. Yeah, Filch's his granddad. I see. Very well then. All of this for gold ingot that was stolen in the first place. Well, fan-fucking-tastic. That was good. All that for, well, it's nothing. Really, really, really nothing. So this is pretty much ado about nothing. Someone got murdered for a gold that wasn't there. Someone whose head was bludgeoned and got trapped in a fox chamber for a gold that wasn't there. A little girl got traumatized for a gold ingot that wasn't there. And he killed, beating up his boss and traumatized the girl for a gold ingot that he definitely wanted to steal, but it wasn't there anyway. Anyway, do you know who came out on top out of all this? Filch's granddad. This is terrific. But I believe it's time I declared the verdict. This court finds the defendant, Damien Tenma, not guilty. Woo! Ka-ka-ka! Everyone is just going to do ka-ka-ka-ka now. It's like a victory dance. Court is adjourned. April 19th, 1:23 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby. Number 3. That was some seriously good lawyering, Apollo. Even I didn't see that coming. Just got lucky, I guess. You banished Tenma Taro from Ninetales Vale like you were some kind of exorcist. There's still one thing I don't understand. Is it about the key? How come Mr. LaBelle didn't kill Mayor Tenma too? He could have set it up so the mayor murdered the alderman, then died from a counterattack. That would have removed at least one possible fly from the ointment. I was wondering about that too. But I have a hunch LaBelle was biding his time. Hi Sky, welcome, welcome. How you doing? He was planning on exposing the amazing Ninetales' true identity himself. Huh? But why? Because the mayor was the amazing Ninetales. Had LaBelle succeeded in framing Mayor Tenma for the alderman's murder, the wrestler's popularity would have plummeted once his identity was revealed. Oh, I get it. If the amazing Ninetales was just killed, he'll die a hero, but if he was proved a villain, his fans would abandon him, making the merger that much easier. Right, then when the merger was complete and everything cooled down, he'll be able to search the Forbidden Chamber at his leisure. How are you doing, Sky? I hope you're well. I'm so sorry, we're just nearing to the end of the stream. We're completing this case. What an insanely intricate plot. A most excellent job clearing my name. A feat worthy of a demon lord's approval. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear you're not feeling well, Sky. Do get better. Definitely do get better. Make sure you have lots of fluids. Why are you acting like Tenma Taro again? Let this be of no concern to you.
Whoa! Acor!
How could it not concern me? Tenma Taro, be gone! Jinxie, seems like ages since I've laid eyes on you. Thank you for the cheers, Sky! Papa, you're finally back. Yes. It would seem Tenma Taro is no match for you. I'm not scared of that silly yokai anymore. Your father's a free man now, Jinxie. Isn't that great? Thank you for all you've done. Seeing you guys in action, it made me feel like I don't have to be afraid anymore. Wait, is Jinxie actually smile? Oh, she's so cute when she smiles. This is all thanks to you two. Too bad the amazing Ninetales will have to retire though. Aww, how come? Once everyone hears I'm the amazing Ninetales, my fan base will nosedive. After all, I'm not the most popular of people. Another reason for my secret identity. Well, they're stupid. I think you're amazing. I don't see how I could possibly continue. I think you've misjudged yourself. Take a look outside. Say, now that you mention it, what's all that noise out there? A big crowd gathered outside the courthouse once the news broke. Seems they want to get a glimpse of Mayor Damien Tenma, the man behind the mask, and to root for your return to the wrestling ring. Root for me? But I thought it was nothing more than a malefactor in their eyes. The only one who really matters is Jinxie. Show her how cool you really are. He is really cool. Yeah, you're the coolest when you're out there fighting in the ring, Papa. Here, I think you'll be needing this. You do. You're gonna need this.
Take that!
Thank you. Now, if you would excuse me. I don't want to keep my fans waiting. He's the best. That's his mask? It looked like cardboard.
Fail forever!
I sure hope they can settle the problems between Tenma Town and Ninetales Vale. I'm sure they will. Me too. I'm sure they'll be fine. After all, the blackmailer slash killer is behind bars and the murder's no longer an issue. Plus, the amazing Ninetales is obviously still a hit, and I suspect Ninetales Vale will be too. And it's all because we believed in our client, just like you said.
Okay, people. Now that we've got that one in the bag, let's go get something to eat. I'm starving.
Sounds good. I've been so nervous I haven't eaten since yesterday. Better keep eating, Apollo. Or you might have to start looking up at me. Huh? I'm definitely past my growth phase, and you should be about past yours too.
Are you kidding me? I'm just getting started. Ready or not, it's face stuffing time.
Keep eating like that, and the only direction you grow is sideways.
Very funny.
But I've got a hollow leg. I can eat as much as I want without gaining an ounce. What the fuck does that mean? Really? Oh, I can't wait to see this.
Calories hot. Just let him try to stick on me.
Alright, already, you two. Let's get going before the old man closes shop. Eldoon's Noodles isn't an all-night stand, you know. I'm with Mr. Wright. Let's go. I've been waiting to have a bowl from them ever since Mr. Wright told me about them. Well, what are we waiting for? The noodles are on me today, so I expect some serious eating from you two. Yay! Thanks, boss! I won't let you down. Oh, no worries, Sky. Do have a wonderful sleep. As I say, I'm going to be ending my stream after I end this case, which will be very soon. It was just annoying that my stream ended up being repeated. But thank you so much for the bit. I greatly appreciate it. Do get better, but if you're thinking of going to college, I hope you have a wonderful day, regardless of whether you're going to college or not tomorrow. And hopefully to see you soon. Athena has no idea what she's getting into. Mr. Eldoon's noodles are so hot and salty. 2 bowls would kill a man. Oh my god, those bowls of noodles. Yes, I remember them. That was our first case together, and it felt like nothing could bring us down after that. The dark age of the law seemed so distant, so irrelevant to our small, cozy office. But little did I know that it had been lurking all along, right there behind us. The first time it made itself known was during the murder at Themis Legal Academy. That case would mark the twilight before the dark, cold night that was to come. Very nice! Woo! The monstrous turnabout. We did it! We did it. We completed case 2 of the second game. Very, very nice. We'll return to the game's menu. Dual Destinies we're doing. By the way, that's the second game. Well, it's Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, but we've mostly been playing Apollo Justice. Maybe we are playing Phoenix Wright sometimes as well. Also, I can't wait for episode 5 where we meet Miles Edgeworth. So what is this episode? Oh, it's just episode 3. Oh! Oh, this one with Athena Sykes. Oh no, this is... We've got Athena Sykes here. Okay. Okay. Well, that's what we're gonna play next Thursday. Thank you so much for coming to my stream. I do hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. It's been super fun. I love Ace Attorney so much, and I hope you guys do too. Tomorrow is going to be Baldur's Gate. I do hope you'll be there for Baldur's Gate. I'm trying to figure out what we were doing. I think we're... Oh, yeah, we're figuring out the puzzle in the thing. We're figuring out the puzzle in the thing. That's what's happening. So, yeah, if you're interested, do come by and say hi. I greatly appreciate you, lovelies. Before I... Oh, let me put this back here. Before I go, I'm going to see who is available to read. I'm going to send you over to Amity Jam. She's playing Heaven's Bolt. I have not heard of that whatsoever. So do give her all the love in the world. But yeah, thank you ever so much for joining me in my stream. As I say, tomorrow is going to be Baldur's Gate. And don't forget, on Saturday, it is Assassin's Creed. And on Sunday, it will be... Tiny Bookshop, I believe. So if you're interested, do come by and say hi. I greatly appreciate you, lovelies. And as I say, do take care. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I shall see you guys tomorrow. Do take care. Bye-bye.